After a complete defeat at Badr, the disbelievers of Mecca prepared an army of 3,000 people and set out from Mecca to attack the Muslims. Muslims also prepared an army of 1,000 companions for the defense of Medina. Now again, it was the same system as Badr, where the disbelievers' army was 3 times larger than the Muslims. Normally, right? Yes, but this time in the Meccan army, there was also a young and talented boy whose name was Khalid. The suggestion was to fight inside Medina, but most companions said that they should fight in the open desert outside Medina, and the messenger abandoned his opinion and accepted the majority opinion, and 1,000 companions set out from Medina for battle. The messenger divided this army into 3 groups, the Muhajirin and Hazrat. Among the 1,000 companions, only 100 had body armor and shields, etc., and there were only 50 horses. In comparison, the 3,000-strong Meccan army arrived at the location of Uhud and began waiting for the Muslims. The center of this side was now being led by Abu Sufyan, the new leader of Mecca after Utbiyah. On their left side was Abu Jahl's son, and on the right side, 33-year-old Khalid was leading with horses. When 1,000 companions reached Uhud to fight against Mecca's 3,000 soldiers, Abdullah bin Ubayy, the biggest hypocrite, said, "We will not fight, brother. This is suicide." Abdullah bin Ubayy and his 300 followers separated from the Muslim army. It was a pre-planned conspiracy or whatever it was. Now the Muslims were only 700 remaining, and facing them was an army of 3,000. Archers were sent to the top of this mountain so that the Meccans could not attack from behind the mountain. And these 50 people were given clear orders that even if you see that Muslims have won the battle, and if you see that Muslims have lost and birds are eating their flesh, even then you should not move from your position and challenge the Muslims. Hazrat Ali went and defeated him. Then his brother came forward, and Hazrat Hamza finished him too. Then they kept coming, and Muslims kept killing them. With this, both armies attacked. At first, the battle was somewhat soft, but gradually the companions overpowered them, and the Meccans began to lose courage and, after a little fighting, started fleeing from the battlefield like at Badr. It was clearly seen that Muslims had won the battle, so 41 out of 50 archers on the mountain, in the excitement of victory, left the mountain to collect spoils and came down, leaving only 9 archers on top of the mountain. And exactly this time, Khalid bin Walid was waiting. As soon as they came down, with lightning speed from behind the mountain, now the game was completely changed. Muslims in a one battle got caught between 2 armies, and gradually many companions began to be martyred. And the general of the Muslims, Hazrat Hamza, was martyred by an Abyssinian slave named Washi. And during the battle between the 2 armies, a rumor spread there that Muhammad Pi had also been martyred. And this rumor spread because when Khalid bin Walid was attacking from behind the mountain, one of their groups attacked Muhammad Pi, and at that time, only 9 people were present there for the protection of the messenger, but Hazrat Ali and the rest kept him protected. When they were martyred, the disbelievers thought they had also martyred the messenger of Allah because they had martyred Musab bin Umar, whose appearance was very similar to Rasulullah. Meanwhile, the Muslim army somehow escaped from there and protected Rasulullah and took him to the top of the mountain and formed a formation again on the top of the mountain and was completely ready for battle. The Meccans' horses could not climb the mountain, and without horses their speed would be very slow, and Muslims would rain many arrows on them. So Abu Sufyan decided that this was enough, and they would just return to Mecca from here. Before leaving, Abu Sufyan asked Hazrat Umar if they had killed Muhammad. Hazrat Umar said, "No, he is absolutely fine and is listening to what you are saying." At this, Abu Sufyan was very angry because they had fought this battle to martyr Muhammad and capture Medina, but none of these objectives were fulfilled, and they returned to In history, many call this battle an absolute defeat for Muslims, but there are also some who say that yes, Muslims suffered a lot of damage, but none of the Quraysh's objectives were fulfilled. Muslims suffered a lot of damage in this battle, but one thing Muslims learned was to never go against their leaders' orders during battle. And then, in the coming years, in their battles with big superpowers, Muslims never disobeyed any leader. The Meccan army returned, but this time Abu Sufyan started preparations to attack Muslims by gathering an army of 10,000 from all over Arabia. Please leave a comment if you want second part, like, and share with others, and subscribe the Muslim Timeline. Thank you, and goodbye.